Well, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, you guys, today is going to be another awesome day out here on the 41.36.
Yeah, it's a nice Monday morning.
Yeah, it's a little overcasty right now, but I'm hopeful that the sun is going to come out and shine through some of these clouds and we'll be able to get some stuff done. We did have a random rain this morning, but it's not raining anymore. But everything is absolutely drenched.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yay.
Yay. That's all right, though.
10%, 20%, always.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, we were fighting it all week last week. It was just, sunny and then it was rainy. It was just, it's the season, I suppose,
It is the season. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But we are looking forward to abundant sunshine all the rest of this week. We knew that there was kind of like a little chance for this morning, and here it came and went already. So hopefully the sun's going to come out and brighten everything up. But I will say that I personally do love these overcasty kind of days.
Yeah. These overcasty kind of days are pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you can still get a lot of stuff done.
As long as it ain't raining, I'm cool with it.
Gotta wait a little longer to get up on the roof, but there's plenty of other things for us to do.
Spend my nightmare nonstop. It feels like just wake up and look upstairs or look up at the roof and it's all it's wet.
Yeah.
It's wet. Like.
Yeah.
I don't want to climb up there and start slipping and sliding. It's hard enough walking around on that thing, just by itself.
Yeah, even when it's dry.
Yeah,
so we might, maybe that'll happen today. Maybe the rest of the trim will happen today. I think that it's probably going to be tomorrow or the day after, because I know you got some plans tomorrow.
I do. But I feel like I'm going to be able to get up there today.
No, we'll see.
I really hope it, man. But we do have some big plans. We've got a lot of things to do.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Like always.
So you guys, we posted a video yesterday, which yesterday was Mother's Day. So I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of you amazing moms out there. I know that we have a lot of them here on this channel. And thank you guys so much for your love and support on us. And thank you for doing the tireless, unthanked, unappreciated work that you guys have done throughout your entire lives, because being a mom is hard.
Yes. So happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy late Mother's Day, everybody. Yeah. We had I had a really great Mother's Day yesterday. It was very, very lazy. Very, very lazy. Yeah. I stayed in bed for the majority of the day. I didn't even get dressed until like noon. But it was great. I woke up and the kids brought me a nice little gift in my bedroom, which is this. It's very cute. They made me pancakes in bed. We got to just kind of sit around and watch some shows together. We played some Mario together. Gary grilled me up some steaks for dinner. It was very, very lazy, very, very chill, low-key, perfect Mother's Day.
Oh.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a nice day yesterday.
Yeah. And then like earlier on in the weekend, I think it was Friday that they came over. I'm not sure if it was Friday or if it was Saturday, to be honest with you.
I want to say it was Friday.
Because my days are all kind of like mixing up.
It was Friday.
I believe it was Friday too. But Mike and Lissa came over. Mm-hmm. We're talking with them. We're trying to make plans with them on how we're going to go and help them moving forward with some of their stuff. Mike's going to be coming over and trying to help us out with some of our stuff over here. But they came over because basically, to make a long story short, they had some roosters that needed to go to freezer camp.
Yep.
We also had our rabbits that needed to go to freezer camp. We've been putting it off, and this weekend was the time.
Yep, it was time to go to freezer camp for everything, Mm-hmm. And it was a good time. It was really, really awesome. I'm always happy to, share that knowledge or that part, of it to anybody. And the kids got into it a little bit as well. And it was a good day. It was really, really fun. The clouds were frightening though.
Yeah, they were.
Literally in the middle of it all, I look back behind me, I'm all,
there's a big black cloud.
That's dark. I'm like, is it going that way or is it going this way? I'm like, that's coming straight for us, man. I'm like, I hope it doesn't hit us, and I hope that it doesn't have rain in it just yet,
We're not done.
We're not done. We're in the middle of everything, I was like, man, I'm just going to keep on rolling with it. And it didn't rain, you know,
yeah,
so.
We lucked out, and I was actually very thankful to the clouds because I was doing, like, the butchering table. Mm-hmm. And so I was, like, you know, getting everything ready for the bags and all that stuff. And, you know, it's a process. And so I'm standing there at the table, but I could feel the sun beating on me. And I was wearing a dress or whatever, and, like, I could feel it on my back and on my shoulders. And I was like, man.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Come back, cloud.
No.
I did not get sunburned.
It was a beautiful day that day. I mean,
it was
nice and cloudy, and it kept it perfect. The second that it was starting to get really hot, it cooled off because the cloud came through. It was all
cooled it all down. But it worked out great. We took care of Mike and Lissa's roosters. We took care of our rabbits that we had down there that needed to go to the freezer, as well as all of Anthony and Roxanne's. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm spilling any of their beans or not, but.
Yep.
Yeah, we did it all for them. So, and that was our gift to them for their anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on their anniversary day and all that.
Yeah, so it was Friday.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So happy anniversary, Anthony and Roxanne.
Yes. Happy anniversary, you guys.
They're 1 week and 1 year after me and Gary.
Yep.
So like we just had our 14 years married, and they just had their 13 years married.
Yep.
So, but 1 week and 1 day, or one year and 1 week. Yeah, that's what it is. So anyway, happy anniversary, guys. But yeah, this weekend was really good. What did we do Saturday?
Saturday, we ended up getting you ended up getting a lot of the back end of the computer work and emails, and you edited out a video and.
Oh yeah, that's what I put out yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I went around and did some of the domestics and whatnot. You know, I cleaned out my maintenance room.
That's what it was. I was like, I know we did something.
There was a couple of other things that I had to move around and do and whatnot, you know, outside, because we do have, Uber here and everything. So I was out and about on Saturday.
That's why I couldn't remember what I was doing on Saturday. That's why Saturday was a blur. No, you're right.
Or was that Thursday?
No, you're 100% right. That was Saturday. And the reason why it's a blur to me is because I spent the day in the Matrix.
That was Thursday.
No, me being on the computer and then you doing the maintenance room and stuff was Saturday.
Yes, but the Uber work was on Thursday.
Yes, of what you did down at the road.
It's been a long week, you guys. It's been a long week.
It's been a lot of back and forth.
I was trying to, I'm like, I'm like trying to sit there and put things in timeline-wise in my brain, and I'm like, I have no idea.
Mondays are always kind of weird because we spend a few days off, you know, and we still get stuff done on the weekends, you know. But I
moved the goat pen again.
Yeah, you did.
You know, I did a couple of things.
Yeah.
This week or this weekend, but I don't know. It's been a good weekend though.
Yeah.
Yesterday was really, really good. It was a nice, easy Sunday. Great Mother's Day.
Very relaxing.
All relaxed and enjoyed each other's company. And today is Monday to get back to work.
It is. We got to get back to work. So we also got a very special delivery, friends. We did get a very, very special delivery. I'm actually looking outside at all of our beautiful siding.
Yeah.
And that was very exciting, getting our siding.
Yes.
And it looks absolutely gorgeous. We just have to...
we got a lot of work now.
Got a lot of work now.
Even more on top of all the work. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. So I'm not sure exactly what we want to do, but even on days when it's going to be rainy and gloomy like this, we can start making good strides on the siding. However, we have not picked up and figured out exactly which stain we want to use for it yet. So I actually was talking to Gary this morning. I'm like, maybe we should take a few pieces inside and that way it can dry. Because we did get some rain this morning, of course. And then that way we can stain like a board, and on a couple different spots on it or whatever, and figure out exactly what stain color that we want to go with. And then that way we can pick it up when you're out and about in town tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then this week going ahead and just moving forward, if we have any nasty days, then we can start prepping all of that, because we don't want all that wood to be sitting out in the elements for a long time because we don't want it to get warped and twisted. It's actual wood.
Yeah.
You know, and that can definitely happen. And we can't keep it on those bundles for too long either, because that will also make it be twisted and warped and bent all sorts of different ways. So there's a lot of boards though, and it didn't come exactly in the bunks like what I was thinking. It came like on a pallet and then it's tied. So as soon as we let go of that tie, it's gonna all fall.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So we've got so much work ahead of us, friends. These next few weeks are going to be so busy. We're just like, I'm
trying to think of where we're going to put them.
I know, because there's only so much room inside the cabin, too.
Yes, but not only that, you got to keep in mind, too, the amount of weight. All that is. I don't know if we can put all that in the house.
You know what we do have, and this is something that I brought up to you, like, really briefly? We have that huge Kabizi tent. What if we take that giant Kabizi tent that we have and we put it out underneath here, and then we could still work outside with it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'd have to set up some sawhorses, though, so that way as we're working on the pieces...
There's a lot that's going to have to happen, unfortunately. But fortunately, at the same time, you know, we're going to have to sticker it correctly. We're going to have to go through it and set up layers and layers and layers and layers. That's a lot of wood.
Yeah, it's a lot of wood, y'all. It's a lot of siding.
Oh my goodness. But it is what it is, and we're going to be able to work through it.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that I'll be able to set you up with it, as well as we can probably even get the kids out and have them help us with it. And we can work also on top of the roof to try to button that up, as well as there's other things that we have to work on and do to get this siding fully prepped and ready to...
Yeah.
You know.
Well, first, we don't have any of the stain today.
No.
We have a couple of quarts or pints or whatever they are.
Yeah, we got to figure out everything and get the stations set up to where we can actually do it.
So today might be just literally like setting us up for the week ahead, because I know that this week is going to be abundant sunshine.
Yep.
Gary does have another thing to do in town tomorrow, which might finalize things, and if it does, then you guys are going to get a very, very, very big announcement. We've been hiding something from you guys, or Gary's been hiding something from you guys. He's very excited. I'm very excited too. He's a very happy guy. See a little twinkle in his eye?
So,
it's involving tests, and he took a test last week. He's got to take another test tomorrow.
Yeah.
If he passes and everything goes good, then you guys will be able to see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's as many beans as y'all are going to get. But it should make Gary much more relaxed.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yes. There's all the beans you're going to get. So tomorrow is going to be, I know, spent doing a lot of that in the afternoon. I think today what would be a really good thing that we should do, babe, because of the weather, I think that if we spent today setting our staging areas up, maybe get out our giant tent, because that is really heavy, and it's something that we're going to have to set up and stake down so it doesn't fly away.
Very true.
You know what I mean? Maybe we should set up our areas so that way, as you are working on the roof this week, me and the kids can be doing some of the staining and the prep work. Because I can't exactly, doing some of that roof trim stuff, it's not exactly, yep. I can help you, but it's not exactly like...
I hear you.
I'm not really helping very much.
I hear you.
So...
We will get this thing... I have an idea. I just hope that it works out the way that I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
Exactly like what you're saying with that. But I'm hoping that it will stay. You know, those Arkansas winds scare me with that thing.
Oh, with the big tent thing?
Yeah.
I know.
I might have to bust out my heavy duty stakes and circus tent, stake it down to the ground.
I mean, just in case, if we plan on having it set up for a length of time.
For a very long length of time.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's going to be like a week or two at least. A couple of weeks, actually.
I would say it might even be a month having that thing set up and underneath it. Because it's going to have to be a working area as well as a storing area. and it's going to take a very long time to prep everything as well as to install everything 360 around this house, plus the fact that this siding is also going to be going on the tree house.
True.
So with that being said, you know, it makes it a little bit more encumbersome, you know, with the time of how long everything's going to take.
Okay.
You know, so I'd rather make sure that thing ain't going to fly away.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't want it to fly away.
No, especially, you know, where we're going to put it. I don't need it flying into the house, breaking a window.
Yeah, no, that'd be bad. We're thinking about
or
putting
in
it,
Anthony and Rox's house, you know, and
or in their
breaking a
garden,
window.
or
Or in their
something.
garden, or
we're thinking about putting it, like, we're looking out the windows right now, right? And we're thinking about putting it right in between our houses. And it's a big tent, man. It's what, like 10 by 30 or something?
yes.
So it's about as long as our house is, not nearly as wide, but it's about as long as our house is, because the exterior of our house is 33 feet.
Correct.
So it's just a tiny bit smaller than the width of our house. And that's a very good staging area to be able to get a lot of work done underneath there. That's the hope, that's the plan. It's very heavy duty. It's a really great product. I love it. But with those types of things, you always got to worry about it flying away. But I think that it's heavy enough, and if you stake it down, you know, it can work. And we are getting to the point where these storms are going to be kind of
Yeah.
like we're getting to the last of them. I think at the end of this week, we're in the high 80s. So
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Either which way it is. But
Yeah.
I think I have an idea exactly how we're going to be able to do this and work with this. I'm hoping
I'm so excited.
that it works out.
I'm so excited though, guys. It's going to be
But-
so nice.
That will help out with that situation. We do have quite a bit of cleanup to have to do from the metal, as well as just the property itself. So there's
We do.
a lot within everything. So, and now we also have another situation that we've got to address and take care of.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot going on in the background in order to be able to get everything done the way that we need to get it done, and yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of videos in the can though.
Yeah, there
lot
are.
of
There's a
videos.
couple in the can, but we're going to keep recording and keep putting out content for you guys. I'm going to try to get one out for y'all tomorrow when Gary goes and does his thing. We're going to do quite a bit today, trying to more organizational. And like I said, we're going to I think it's a good idea for us to do some of the staging and maybe some of the yard cleanup. We'll start throwing everything inside that trailer, get it ready for the dump or something. We have a small issue though with Biggie now.
Yep, that's what I was talking about.
Yep. And so there's that. So Biggie's transmission isn't really working very well. We barely got it up the hill up over here.
Pulling Uber.
Yeah, pulling Uber.
And I even had it in 4 high,
Yeah.
which should have climbed up that hill no problem. And I knew, I've known of the transmission has been slipping for a minute, you know, and I'm like, man, and I've been hesitant on using it that much, you know.
Yeah.
But now it's more apparent to where it's like, yeah, that transmission's gone.
And we're just going to have to get it in the shop, but it's just we've called around and it's a very expensive bill, so we're trying to pull it off. We're doing we're juggling, friends, just like everybody else. We're juggling, you know? And I'm sure that we can do it, but it's just another one of those things where it's like, dang it. So, but we can at least still fill up the trailer, whether we take it to the dump right now or not. We can at least fill it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And start doing some of the, like, cleaning up all that metal scrap and stuff, figuring out what you want to save, get your little boneyard piles going, and then whatever you're going to chunk, just chunk, because there's several pieces that are just chunk.
Yeah.
There's some that I'm sure you're going to want to save.
There's
But
a few.
For the most part, it's going to be just scrap. What's scrap is scrap.
Yep.
But we can do that today. We can set up some staging areas. We can pick up some of the stuff around the property, get everything ready. Tomorrow, you've got some of those plans. I'll edit out another video that I've got in the can for y'all and get it out tomorrow. It's actually it's a good one. Gary was working really hard out on the road and stuff. And our road is all situated, band-aided for now.
Yep. Thank you, David.
Yeah, thank you, David. Appreciate you, brother.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not as smooth of an operator as David is, but you know, I'm not used to driving a tractor, not as much as he is. You know, everybody out here in this area, they're used to driving tractors at the age of like 10, 12. You know what I mean? Like,
all I can think of right now is coast to coast, LA to Chicago. He's a smooth operator.
But
you said, my brain stopped thinking as soon as you said that. I started hearing a song.
If it
My
was
bad.
a forklift or like, you know, scissor lift or, you know, boom, I'd be pretty good at it, or, you know, in a sense, I'll be right there with them in that aspect. But
you know
with
what
that guy, it's different.
You know what to do? It's just the experience of doing it.
Doing it with the tractor, you know, it's like,
yeah.
And he's so good at back dragging with that dang tractor, it's not even funny.
Yeah, he makes it all purdy and everything.
I'm all, dude,
it looks
how
good.
the heck? I mean, I'm trying. I am trying to
you
let
did
it
a great
cut
job,
with it,
sweetheart.
and it's just like, dang, dude, it's like glass when he's done with it, you know.
Yeah.
Mine, it's like there's a little, like, dude, if I go over it like 20 more times, maybe 50 times, maybe it'll be all right, you know. But it's like, man, he goes over it like 4 times and it's done, and I'm all, dude, I've already went over it 15 times.
It's just time and experience is all, babe. Just practice, time, experience, you know.
Yep.
But we're grateful that he lent it out to us, and you know, that you were able to get the work done with it. Unfortunately, though, now we put something on David now because Biggie's not really working very good, and we were originally planning on borrowing Uber.
I'm bringing it back.
And then bringing it back to him, and now it's like, well, now we have your stuff, and you're going to have to come and get it because our truck isn't working.
I'm sitting there thinking in my head, I'm like, man, dude, it acted just like it's been, you know, for a while until we got around that corner and came up to our driveway. And then that's when it was like, yep, nope.
So we did post a video on Simple Life Reclaimed yesterday. If you guys missed it, go over there and check it out. We were getting a lot of work done. Today I'm going to be working out here with Gary. We're going to keep filming. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. Tomorrow I should have a new video to come out for you guys. And I have so much content that just needs to be edited and put out. So you guys are going to have lots of videos throughout this whole week. So stay tuned, friends. Keep your notifications on. And as usual, friends, until the next one, you know we love y'all and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.